Well, hello again, St. Peter's Covenant Church. Glad to be coming to you today as we're focusing on Thanksgiving. So it's obviously coming up the holiday, but also we're entering Advent, we're entering Christmas, kind of the Christian New Year. And it's a good time to stop and to reflect on what are the things in my life that I'm grateful for. We focused upon that some on Sunday, talking about how Thanksgiving and worship center us. They remind us who we are. They help us to have hope in overcoming. They help us to just be sane in a world that's kind of insane, to realize there is a God and there is not me. But there's also been a really rich and deep practice of Thanksgiving through all of God's people. And even into the secular world, people realize there's something about it that's good. So I want to spend just a little time talking about that today. I brought some quotes of others that I thought were really good. One of them is by Dietrich Bonhoeffer. He says, "It is only with gratitude that life becomes rich." I thought that was really good. Only with gratitude. Elizabeth Elliot once said, "God has promised to supply all our needs. What we don't have now, we don't need now." Think about that for a little bit. Billy Graham said, "The spirit of thanksgiving is one of the most distinctive marks of a Christian whose heart is attuned to the Lord. Thank God in the midst of trials and every persecution." G.K. Chesterton said, "When it comes to life, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude." Finally, a woman that I actually wasn't familiar with until I found her quote here, a woman named Lisa Turkutz. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but she said this beautiful thought: "If there is ever a secret for unleashing God's powerful peace in a situation, it's developing a heart of true thanksgiving." So our practice this week, I already actually told you on Sunday, but the idea is to write down this week. Have a piece of paper out on your kitchen table, on your fridge, somewhere you go all the time, and just spend time thinking about the things that you are grateful for. We're going to learn this great prayer on Sunday called the Shehekianu prayer, which basically says, "Thank you, God, that I have lived so long as to see this day." And if you think about it, there should be a lot of things on the list that you think, "Thank you, God, that I have lived so long as to experience this moment, to experience life, family, sunsets." Even in harder situations, you think about when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you can say, "I have hope here, and I'm thankful for that." So be sure to do that. We'll learn the prayer. It's a wonderful Jewish prayer we'll learn this Sunday. But for now, I thought I might share with you a story that has always stuck with me. It was I was young at the time. I think I was 19. And I was invited to go with a group of folks from our church to visit a woman who was in her final days, in fact, her final hours. And I went, and it was very humbling. I didn't know her well, but went with the rest of the pastoral staff just to meet with her, pray for her. They thought it would be a good experience in my own training. And what I'll never forget is that this woman, who knew she was in her last moments, was so filled with thanksgiving and gratitude. She just kept talking. She said, I'm so grateful to have reached death. Like, I've made it to death, and I've not given up the faith. I've not completely run out of money. I've not abandoned my family or my friends." And she was just thanking God. "God, thank you that I have lived so long, that I have even reached the moment of my death, and I'm still with you. And I've been blessed with so many amazing things." And I hope we can have that attitude even this week. I hope not our last week, but as we keep going, as we keep living as a church, just to remember, even though there are always things we can complain about, there's even more things that we can be thankful for. And again, I'll close with this Bonhoeffer quote: "It is only with gratitude that life becomes rich." I look forward to seeing you Sunday and spending more time on our knees, thanking God for all that He has given.